Hi guys, just wanted to make a quick video for you today. This is one of my students. He only comes to see me about every 2 months because he doesn't live in the same city as I'm based in. So I'm just going to walk you through the changes that I made and what you'd expect to see if you made similar changes if you've got a similar problem. So first swing's on the left, and I'm just going to draw a line up from the ball. This was actually after he's warmed up, so it's not biased. I haven't purposely got him to make a bad swing or hit a bad shot, but you can see from the launch monitor data he hit it 117 yards, and it was quite far to the right. So after his first swing, I got him to get the idea of width and body shape. So you can see from that initial ball line, if I draw a line back to where his arms are and use this mirror in the distance as a bit of a reference guide, he's not getting it very far away. He's not making a wide swing, he's not making a big swing. So straight away I got him the idea of using a bit more width, so getting his arms to feel like there's got a bit more of a stretch to him, and getting his body behind the ball. And really I focused on his left shoulder, trying to get him to feel like it's working across a little bit more in this direction. So what you can see on his practice swing, by doing that, his arms get very, very wide from the initial ball line, which is great. And usually if you're going to make a wider swing or a bigger circle, you're going to swing it faster, and in this case that happened. So as he got the idea of width, he can keep that all the way through a swing. So you can see nice and wide on both sides. And what I really like about the backswing is by just getting him in the idea of those two things, he got his weight a bit more onto his right side. So you can see we've got a Swing Catalyst 3D motion plate, and you can see he's comfortably getting more weight onto his backside, where on his old swing it was a bit too far onto his lead side for that part of the golf swing. And then you tend to find with the pattern of doing this, when you get narrow arms, you tend to find they get a little bit dragged inside, which they are in this case. And with getting dragged inside, you're going to need to now make a bit of a change that you sometimes don't want to do to put the club in a playable position. So as they're too far behind, he probably wants to get them back out in front to save his strike. So what he does, he dives a little bit forward, the club gets cast over the top, saves his strike, but the way he does it doesn't necessarily pick the club up with so much speed. So you can see with the changes I made, I got him a little bit more behind the ball, his arms are a little bit more in front of his body. Now he doesn't need to dive forward, and he can stay a little bit more within his body shape and keep the width. Picked up a lot of speed. I'll show you what his swing looks like after. This was 10 minutes after this one. So he keeps the width on the backswing, which I think is really good. He just loses the shape a little bit on the way down. So nice and wide on the backswing. This is his first swing. There, very, very different. He still has a little bit of a dive in the new version, but just by changing those little two bits, especially on the backswing, giving him a little bit more width, work on the body shape, really picked up speed. Then you can see the differences. Same club, 10 minutes apart, 117 in the air previously, 141 now. He was really, really pleased, and then all I did for the remainder of the lesson was just tidy up his body shape a little bit more. So I'm not a huge fan of swaying to the side, I just wanted to tidy that up. But if you've got a pattern that's very similar to that, give it a try, and I'm sure you'll find some good results. And if you do have any questions, or you want to send me a swing, my email's at the end of this video. So hope that helps, and I'll be posting some more videos soon.